Hello everyone, this is Komal and today we are going to discuss class 9th chapter number 9, weathering and denudation. In this chapter we will discuss about the weathering elements, how weathering takes place and all those things. The denudation part, it is deducted from your syllabus for due to COVID-19 for this year only. So I will tell you about the topics which you will not do during this term. So I will start this topic with the weathering part. What is the weathering? Weathering is a breaking of rocks or rock particles due to the weather elements like wind, rain, temperature, frost, slope, etc. All these terms which are responsible for the breaking of the rock parts or the sand part of the rock material. So, according to that, they have given the proper definition for weathering. Weathering involves the disintegration and decomposition of rocks where they exist, and it is a static process that will not change within the time. Whereas it is denudation. On the other side, the denudation is a dynamic process. Dynamic means it will change according to the process of time. Now the next one is the types of weathering. There are three main types of weathering. Weathering is of three types. First one is physical weathering, physical or mechanical weathering. Second one, chemical weathering, and the third one is the biotic or biological weathering. According to their name, they have given proper definition for all these three parts. The first one, physical weathering. It is responsible for the disintegration of the rocks by the elements of weather, such as heat, frost, wind, plants, man and animals. It happens due to these factors. Now the next thing is chemical weathering. It is, according to their name, it is given that it happens due to the chemical reactions on the rock surface. So according to that, they have given the definition of chemical weathering. It takes place due to the chemical reaction on the surface of rocks. Next is the third one, biotic or the biological weathering. It takes place due to the biotic reactions or the plants which are grown on the surface of rocks, and they are making cracks on the rock surface, and afterward the disintegration of rocks happen. So the first thing, the physical weathering. In this we are discussing the following topics like the nature of rocks, frost, slope of land, extreme condition of temperature, the structure of rocks, and the final part is wind. In the extremes of temperature, they have given that in semi-arid regions, the heat intensely during the daytime and the heat loose and during the night time, and afterward the contraction contraction takes place in the daytime and night time, and afterward the rock surface is becoming loose, and afterward the disintegration or the breaking part of rock going on. This causes rock to the disintegrate and spread down. Next is exfoliation. Exfoliation means the peeling off, the removing of the rock surface or the upper crust part of the rock when it is peeled off due to the temperature condition, heat and cold. Next is the nature of rock. Nature of rocks refers to the some kind of rocks are very hard and some are very soft, and different types of weather elements, they are reacting according to the nature of the rock, particular rock. So the disintegration going on. Next is the structure of rock. Structure of rock, that means the texture and arrangement of rock also affect the process of weathering. Like it is giving the arrangement layer of rocks and mostly susceptible to the weather, as where air, water, snow, frost enter through the gaps, and afterward they are making horizontal layers around the rock surface, and afterward integration. Now the frost, that is the light rain. You can say the light rain. It will give the chemical reaction on the rock surface. Next, wind. It will blow down the sand particles which are removed due to the other weather elements, and afterward due to the wind it will spit out other places. Next is the block disintegration. That means the well-joined rocks such as granite, due to the temperature change, they remove their particles or loosen it, and afterward they are spreading here and there. Now the next is the chemical weathering. It is the decomposition of rocks that is called the chemical weathering, and it involves breaking down of rocks by altering or dissolving the rocks due to the chemical reactions. There are minerals are present in rock surface, and when it will react with water or any other chemical element, they are making the soluble substances, and afterward they are breaking down the parts of rock surface, and due to that the chemical weathering happen. Chemical weathering is of by the four factors happening. First one, oxidation; second is hydration; third one, carbonation; and the fourth one is solution. In oxidation means when oxygen in air and water react with mineral of rocks, and oxidation takes place. It contains a several amount of iron, which when comes in contact with air or water, it containing oxygen, and afterward iron oxide obtained. Iron oxide crumbles easily and is far more easily eroded than original iron. They are eroding the parts of rock surface. Next one is hydration. Hydration means when the chemical reaction of water with mineral changes the proportion composition of rocks and minerals. For example, feldspar, a silicate of aluminium absorb water and becomes a mass of clay, or kaolin. Kaolin means the China clay. They are left behind a residue of sand only, and the fertile part they just removed out. The next thing is carbonation. Carbonation means the reaction of carbonic acids or minerals with water, with rainwater, and when they are mixing it, they are making carbon dioxide and making cracks on the rock bed. So this is my first topic. I hope you understood. If you will not get anything, you will ask me through comment section. Thank you.